Morning YouTubers, back home, catching up on jobs, raining, one thing or another, and Jane's getting back into making the sourdough bread. And I don't know whether you know, with sourdough bread it's natural yeast and things like that, and you can actually, once you've made your starter, freeze it and for a long period of time, and then when you come back and need to use it, you have to sort of wake it up. It makes it go to sleep, the process for the starter for sourdough bread. One thing you mustn't do is use tap water, especially if it's like got stuff in it, like I think they put, I don't know, stuff to help your teeth and things like that. You've got to use spring water. Anyway, what I'm doing today is I'm milling wheat. Now at one time I used to mill it with a petrol engine and a homemade mill to grind the wheat into flour, but because it was so inefficient we bought an electric grinder called a Wonder Mill. And what we do, we don't buy flour, we make our own flour, and we buy wheat like this, and we buy in 40 kilograms to make bread. And all I've got to do is measure it into 500 gram loads, put it in a hopper, and it then turns that into flour, and I'll just demonstrate that. This is where it gets a bit noisy, and I've weighed out 500 grams. And I'm going to switch the machine on. It is very noisy, and you can only do it in like 500 gram batches because this machine needs to cool off. But I'll switch it on. It's going to be very noisy. There's no dust coming out of here, you just get a bit of steam. And it's a self-cleaning machine, and what it does, it creates a vortex in here so you don't get the fine dust and the flour in your kitchen. And what I do, I tap this container and then if I lift it, you can clip the lid. That's it. There we go, and there we have the flour. And it's wholemeal flour. You can see, I'll just put this light on under here. I don't know if you can see in there. You can see there's like two colours, and you get the brown and the flour together. But that's how Jane makes the bread. And then I'll just take this across. And I tip it in this container. This is an old fat ball container that's used to feed the birds. And I keep them because they're such a good container, you know, saves throwing them away. And I just tip the flour in there. Right. That's one lot done. And I can go back on the machine. Just clip it back. There's a small filter on the top, and I don't know if you can see that there's hardly anything on it. And very simply, that's how we grind wheat into flour for bread making. There's not many people actually do this in the UK because one, it's very difficult to buy the wheat. There used to be lots of companies selling it, but you know, there isn't so much now. So eventually I think we'll have to give up doing it. Similar with, because I roast my own coffee beans, and there's a video on that, and I do that in the garden, it's even more difficult to buy raw green coffee beans. Excuse the noise in the background, that's the heating kicked in. This is what it looks like, the starter. This has been in the freezer for about over 6 weeks, I think it is. And what you do, you slowly bring it back to life. It's like goes dormant, hibernates, and you feed it and it starts again. And you keep saving some of the starter all the time. And it should bubble, and it's just starting to bubble. And the flour, I talked about the flour, let's bring that over here. You can see it in the proper natural light. This is the flour. It's quite fine. The actual grinding mill, you can set it to different coarse, fine, or for bread making. And that's how fine the flour is. Now, in terms of cleaning the machine itself, it's not bad at all because you don't have to clean this section after you've milled the flour. You've only got to do this section and this section, and this is just like an ordinary bowl. And here, this needs to be obviously washed. And the filter, that's as you can see there's a little bit of dust mark on there, but that's it. And so I'm going to wash it down, hot and cold water, nothing special. And it's very, very easy to do and quick. Very noisy though. But as I said earlier, please like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.